Hello and welcome. Welcome to a slow flow and yin yoga. You can find your playlist straight away. The playlist for today is called Gentle Wake Up. So the music that we will have in the background, Gentle Wake Up. And we start with Winds of Sleep. The song Winds of Sleep. 1, 2, 3. Just have it low in the background. Take a deep breath in and sigh out loud. One more time. Deep breath in. Close your eyes. Arrive in your day. Arrive in the room in which you are seated. And then you arrive on your mat. Sense how it's stretching beneath you. Feel how you're sitting on your mat, and perhaps you're sitting on a block or bolster. Are you balanced in your sit bones? Are you leaning forward or backwards? Then try to find your balance and midpoint. So you're sitting straight up and you become more and more vertical. Not to either side and not backwards or forwards, but straight up, grounding down through your sits bones. And now you deepen your breath. Deep inhale through your nose. Long exhale through your nose. Lifting up Mula Bandha, lifting up the front of your pelvic floor. It's like lifting up your bladder. Lower belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. So your belly beneath your navel, take it in and then slightly up. Make your ujjayi sound deep in your throat, behind the Adam's apple. That low whisper from the ocean, that's the sound of bass. And place one hand on your chest, in the middle of your chest, on top of your heart chakra. And you let your chest breathe in. And you let your chest exhale. And say out loud with me, I surrender to my heart. I surrender to my heart. I let my heart breathe me. You can change and take the other hand on top of your heart chakra, the middle of your chest. Stay present in your entire chest area. I choose to be tender with myself. Say it out loud with me. I choose to be tender with myself. I choose to be tender with myself. Well, now take your hands down to your feet and just start to stroke yourself from your feet, from your toes, all the way up through your ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, bum, groin, perineum, everything. I'm here. I'm here for you. And you just keep going, stroking and caressing yourself sweetly and gently. I'm here. I'm here for you, up and down, and through and around. I'm here. I'm here for you. One more time, say it out loud. I'm here for you. I'm here. And gather your hands at your heart center. We'll do a mantra, and some of you know the mantra, and you just sing it out loud. And if you don't, just tap in and follow. It's really simple. But you sing it to yourself. Let yourself bathe in the sweetness of the mantra. And you can turn down your music. Deep inhale. Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham 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 Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham. Two more times. Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham Namah Shivaya Parapurnam Shivoham Shivoham. Deep inhale. Namaste. And now you can come forward into a child pose and you can turn up your music again. Take your knees to the edge of your mat and toes together. If that's not possible, to lie with your knees out and your body in between your legs. Maybe it's easier for you to lie with your legs under your tummy. If that's still not possible, you can use blocks under your chest and also blocks under your seat. Some of you may have very sore knee joints or ankles. Then you can prop yourself up with blocks. So you can have blocks under your pubic symphysis, under your seat between your legs, and then under your chest and forehead. Everybody should have at least 2 blocks for this lesson. If you have 4, that's great. And say out loud with me, I choose to be tender. I choose to be tender with myself. Let gravity take your body down to Mother Earth. Allow your body to rest and ground down. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then start to move your hands and your fingers. Get ready to roll up onto all fours. Hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. And then start to make these waves, these undulations. Rolling like a wave, crossing into the beach. You exhale, curve your back. Inhale, sway. Exhale, curve your back. Inhale, sway. This is also what we know as a cat-cow, but we make it much more organic by undulating, coming into the spine, making the spine ripple. Asking the spine to move just like a pearl necklace. And you use the exhale to roll forward and the inhale to sway backwards. Exhale, curving upwards and forward. Inhale, sway back. Breathe in and out through your nose. Two more waves. And then come to a sit with your legs out wide into a straddle. Take my socks out now. Here you can use blocks under your knees. You can sit on a blanket also. If you're a bit tight, lift up the muscles in your seat. Flex your feet so your heels are in the floor and your toes are pointing straight up. And here you can bend your knees a lot if that's what you need. Take your hands behind you and kind of move from side to side. So you're swaying here in the wind. And some of you probably need to be closer with your legs. That's totally fine. You still flex your feet. You still have the heels in the floor. So you open up as much as you can today. And some of you can move your hands forward and you keep swaying, shifting weight from side to side. And go deeper and deeper. I choose to be tender with myself. And for some, this is a very unfamiliar term, an unfamiliar way to treat yourself with sweetness and tenderness. It might even trigger something. You just observe that. You can write it down after. Does being tender, does that trigger you? Does that invoke some critical voices in you? Some of you are probably ready to lie down. This is where it's great with block number 3 and 4. You can put your blocks under your arms to rest. Some of you might be able to even lie down on the blocks, one under your chest and one under your forehead. Keep flexing your feet today. Keep working your toes upwards. Keep breathing deep. Long exhale out through your nose. Two more deep breaths. And slowly start to move up again. Use your strong hands to rise up. Now gather your legs together. So your legs are together and you sit straight, lifting up the muscles in your feet. Now you relax your legs. For many of you, I know you need to have blocks under your knees, and also you need to sit on a blanket. That probably goes for most of you. You need blocks under your knees. Now you just collapse here. You just sink down. So this is not a pretty pose. It's not supposed to be. And you collapse and you sit behind the sits bones. Then you take your chin into your chest. And for some of you, this is your limit. This is where you are at. You can already feel so much going on in your spine, or perhaps also behind the hamstring or knees. Then you sit here. And you take control of your breath. Your mouth is closed, but your jaw is soft. Your lips are still sweet and very soft, and your tongue is lightly tapping up behind the teeth, just lightly tapping, but your mouth is closed. And then on exhales, you can drop further and further down. You keep your chin into your chest. Keep reminding your legs to relax. They can behave as they want as long as they relax. And little by little, you roll forward and down. Let your arms become really heavy. Your elbows are relaxed and your fingers are soft. Take your chin in a little bit more. I choose to be brave and meet everything that's uncomfortable within me. I'm so gentle with myself as I meet everything that's uncomfortable. Four more breaths. And slowly roll up. Inhale through your chest. And just sit. Sit with whatever appears in you now. Some of you might feel very nauseous. And then slowly move forward and come into a downward facing dog. Get your ears between your arms, and then you start to bend one knee, and then the other one. Take your time to open up the back side of one leg, and then the other leg. One last breath. And come down. Take your knees to the edge of your mat. Sink down in child pose. Exhale, but only to roll up. Lift your knees under your hips and circle one arm. Exhale, lift your knees out to the edge. Sink down. Inhale, roll up. Lift your knees back in under your hips. Circle the other arm. Exhale, child pose. Down. Inhale, up. Circle one arm. Exhale down into child pose. Inhale, roll up. And you do this in your own pace. Two more with each arm. And then you take your right hand to the shoulder, right hand to your shoulder, and circle the elbow. And it doesn't matter which way you do first because we're going to do both ways. Inhale up, exhale down. And then the other way. And release the hand down. Now the same hand. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, under yourself and through. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, under yourself and through. And you look at your fingers as you go. Last time up. And then you let your arms stay down. And you lie on the shoulder. So the arm stays down on the floor. And you take your left hand out on the floor next to the other or on the mat and gently push yourself around. So this is a twist. And the tailbone stays up. And I'll just swap around so you can see what I'm doing. So the right arm under and the hand on the floor or mat. And you gently push yourself around. And see if you can get your eye gaze up. Two more breaths. And slowly find your way up onto all fours again. Now you take your left hand to the shoulder and circle the elbow. Inhale back and up. And exhale when it swipes down. And then the other way. Inhale when it goes up and exhale forward down. And release the hand down to the mat. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, arm under your tummy and through. Inhale, arm goes up. Exhale, under yourself and through. Inhale up. Exhale down. Own pace. And look at your fingers as you go. Last time up. And stay down on your shoulder and arm. And let your arm, my hair, I forgot to put it up. Let your arm just rest on the floor, hand on the floor next to the other one. And gently push yourself around. Tailbone up. Relax your face and your eyebrows. And slowly come back onto all fours. Now step your right foot forward in between your hands and find two blocks. And come up high on your blocks. And then tip. Walk your foot forward so your heel is under the knee joint. And you just tip here. Now stretch the right leg and keep them, walk your blocks back. So now your right foot is flexed and the toes up. Put your right thumb into your right hip and push it down. Lengthen. Now we're gonna do waves here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One last wave. And stay down. Keep working that right hip back. Flex the foot. And here you can wriggle, kind of squeeze, work the heel down to kind of loosen, or it's almost like picking out the dirt and find a way to release the hamstring. You can also keep tipping if that helps. Keep working the right hip back. Two more breaths. And tip forward. Now put your, and this is where you probably need that blanket if you haven't done so already, under the back knee for support. So now you can walk your foot, your front foot even more forward, engage it, flex it, and come onto your blocks somewhere. Both of your arms are on the inside of your foot now. And you rest here. I'm just gonna go and get myself a blanket. Release your tummy. Relax your bum. Four more breaths. And put your hands down into your mat. Come back to all fours. Maybe you want to swap over and take the blanket under your right knee. Put your left foot in between your hands. Grab your blocks. Put them on the high end. Left thumb into your left hip. Push it back. Get the left hip back. Try to straighten out your spine as much as you can. Flex the foot, heel down and toes straight up. And then we roll in waves. Exhale down, inhale up. Chin out and chin in on the way out. Chin out on the way down, chin in on the way out. Take your chin into your chest and release it when you go down. Two more waves. And stay down, forward fold, rest on your blocks, get the left hip back. And here again, you may wriggle or stir or shake or tip in the hip. Two more breaths. And tip forward, walk your foot out a bit more to the edge, a bit more forward. You can tip here first, say hello. Tip your hips up and down. And then we come down to rest somewhere. Here we can use the blocks on a high or on a middle edge. Or perhaps even the low edge. It's very comfortable and nice if you can have something under your forehead as well. That's where it's good to have 4 blocks, right? You can build it up like building blocks. Well, Legos. Two more deep breaths. And slowly come up. Ooh. We're just gonna go to downward facing dog, but only to stretch the legs. And move the hips. So really wriggle your bum here. Shift from one side to the other. And then come down to your knees again. We're gonna dive down to our tummy. So come all the way down onto your tummy. And you get the pubic senses down. So the pubic bone, you get it down to the mat. Take your hands next to your chest, elbows into your ribs, and we roll in cobra rolls. Again, the waves. Chin into your chest, roll up, and release the chin, go down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more waves. And stay up, either in a baby cobra, and that's up almost, you almost like just barely lifting up your chest and your face, and you look a little bit forward. And you also help with your hands, spread your fingers. Or come up higher in a cobra. Either way, the shoulders are away from your ears and your heart is open. And your elbows are glued close to your ribs. And come down. Come into Sphinx with your elbows under your shoulders. And again, you push the mat away. Pubic symphysis down. Tuck your tummy in. And then you start swaying here from side to side. Leaning over to the left, and then to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right. And some of you might lift your elbows up, and you keep swaying, keep getting your pubic symphysis down, and you sway here from side to side. Maybe higher up. And then come back down onto your elbows. Lift up your right elbow, put your left hand where that elbow was. Right hand to your right foot. Use a belt or a t-shirt or a scarf if you can't reach, if you can't get a hold of your foot here. Push the hip down, both of your hips into the floor. If it's available, swipe your fingers over your toes and elbows up. Foot towards your bum. If you can, get your heel outside your seat. 2 more breaths. And release. Pubic symphysis down into your mat. Ooh, I think I'm running out of battery. So you take the other side, but I'll just put on my charger here. So now your left hand is to your left foot. Both of your hips down, especially the left hip down into the mat. Try to get your fingers on top of your toes and elbows up and elbow up. Two more deep breaths. And release. Ooh. And now roll onto your back. Come onto your back here. We're gonna do a happy baby. So grab both of your feet, hands to the outside of your foot. Your knees towards your armpit and the heels towards the sky. So the shin and the calf is trying to become vertical. You try to get vertical in your shin, and the heels is pointing up. Then you push right knee down, release that, and then the left. So you meet one hip at a time, and you find a rhythm in your breath. Exhale, push down, inhale up. Exhale, push down, inhale up. Here, if you can't grab your feet, use a belt. Next time, let your right knee stay down. Try to make your spine nice and long. And the knee has a direction, floor and armpit. And the heel is trying to go straight up. And release, and then left knee down to earth. And try to keep your spine nice and long. and meet what is there, what's uncomfortable. Relax your face. Your lips are sweet and fluffy. And release. Now both of your knees are going down. Why is it so dark? No, it's okay. Yeah. Now both of your knees are going down at the same time. Flex your feet. I meet my hips with gentleness. I am in my hips. I feel them. I honor them. And I go to that boundary where it's healthy. I don't push myself. I'm not aggressive with myself. And I let my own critical voice go. I'm just here in my hips, feeling them, loving them, and breathing into them. And release and take your feet together now. And try to get your feet as close to your bum as possible. So here, take your feet together. And you can also just grab your knees or your shins. But you try with your feet together to get them as close to your tummy as possible. Again, you do your best to keep your spine nice and long. And you can use your elbows to push the knees and thighs away from yourself. So you open up the hips while your hands are pulling in your feet closer to you. And even though it's uncomfortable, you're fully there. And you honor your boundaries by not stepping over them. And release now. And get ready for savasana. And today you take a block under your knee joints. So your legs are resting on the blocks. Arms next to your body and palms up. Get your shoulder blades beneath you. And take a deep breath in. Sigh out loud through your mouth. One more time. take one hand to your heart, the middle of your chest. Feel what's going on beneath your hand. And then let your chest breathe. Let your chest inhale. And then you swap your hands and take the other hand on your chest. And you say out loud with me, I surrender to my heart. One more time. I surrender to my heart. I choose to be tender with myself. I choose to be tender with myself. Let the arm go. I release my body down to Mother Earth. I release my body down to Mother Earth. And I let her love embrace me like a warm blanket. And I let her love fill me up with warmth and sweetness. Let your jaw drop. Let your tongue relax. Let your heart sink down, down, down. And you may continue your savasana. Or you can start to wake up slowly. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you. Namaste.